before this pod started, IQ, I told y'all, he's like the Lems of this. They say the craziest thing. So IQ, I'm gonna ask you a question directly, but is your mic on? Testing 1, 2. Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, he speaks. All right, cool. I'm gonna ask you a direct question, bro. Yes or no? Is Didier Drogba overrated?
Bro, he is overrated. I'm not even joking about that.
Explain to us why you think Didier Drogba.
Two things, right? Two things. The first thing is that when you compare him to like other strikers, I hate the fact when you say stuff like when people say stuff like you don't judge players based on like goals and all. When you bring two equal talents, right? You gotta judge them based on like stats and all. When you look at strikers like Lewan, Suarez, what's it called? The likes of all of them, right? And you compare them to like Didier Drogba, they had better play style than Drogba. They had almost everything better than Drogba. And then he actually didn't even have the goals that people think he had. And like the stuff about like Drogba was a big time player is actually so false. Like if you bring up his stats about like big games, he was truly not a big game player. He was more like an Arsenal merchant. You get what I'm saying?
You talking about Didier Drogba, by the way, right? That's what you're talking about, like Didier Drogba.
Yeah, we can bring up the stats about Drogba.
Hold on. You're saying Didier Drogba is not a big game player. He's an Arsenal.
He's an Arsenal. That's mad.
Right,
do you know how many goals he scored against United? I'm saying since he's talking about stats, right? Can you pull his stats against big clubs, big teams? I know he's scored a bunch against United because I used to hate watching.
I used to hate playing against Drogba too. And I know they call him Mr. Final, by the way. So
the only thing I want to say, 11 finals, 11 goals. But go ahead.
But this is your time, High IQ. This is your time.
Go ahead. Break it down to him.
Yeah, pull the stats. Pull the stats. Since you got it, pull the stats.
I can check for you too if you need help. Just let me know what to look for.
Y'all see Kevin's mic? He look like he about to like explode.
Hold on, why he pulling those stats? Right, you pulling those stats, Henry?
But he went from this.
Henry.
To this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So keep talking. We're listening. What you saying though? Like
no. They can keep talking while I just pull up the stats.
All right, but you said playing style, right? Yeah. So let me tell you something. Like
this man won 4 Premier Leagues.
Hold on. Hey, mom, he's saying. Let me tell you one thing about that Chelsea style, right? The whole entire attack was solely built for one man.
That's facts. I can back that up.
Chelsea were never. Jose Mourinho's team lasted stretched like probably 2 decades because Azpilicueta was the last Jose Mourinho player. Well, he didn't buy him, but I'm just saying Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho built that team. That attack was. I don't know if you remember watching when Duff and Robin were just literally just crossing him for Didier Drogba. Everything was just built around that man. Like Chelsea, we could even play tiki-taka.
Henry, I have a question for this. Tell me another striker that played under Jose Mourinho that had an impact like Drogba. Obviously, if you have a coach, if you have a coach that believes 1-0 game is enough, you're not going to score as much. Chelsea will never go score 7.
No,
Drogba,
but that's a fact. But listen, that's a fallacy because Drogba was a 4-time top goal scorer.
Chelsea's top 3 highest goal scorers in their history. Drogba isn't top 3.
Yeah, he's not.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about in a season. He was the top goal scorer in the Premier League, 09, 010, and 06, 07.
Bro, this is wait. So if you have a team,
no, wait, hold on. I'm asking. No. But Henry, you cannot be overrated if you're the highest goal scorer in a season twice. That's not. You cannot.
For Chelsea.
No, in the Premier League.
In the Premier League.
In the Premier League, I got your fact here. It says
04-05, Drogba scored 10 goals.
Okay, good.
That was when we wanted him out.
Drogba scored 12 goals. So
wait. Keep going.
Drogba played. Look at
no. Keep going.
1, 2, 3, 4,
No,
5,
Henry,
6,
don't stop.
Henry,
don't stop. Don't stop.
I got
you said 05.
for you.
Wait, Hassan, wait. One second.
Drogba had 9 full seasons.
No,
Yeah.
Hassan, no,
Only
Henry,
two
Henry,
good
Henry.
seasons.
So
That was-
I hate
was
agenda.
09,
Hey,
010,
Henry,
and
Henry,
06, 07.
Henry, I hate agendas. I hate agenda. You started,
Yeah,
you said
that's what I'm
05,
saying.
06. No, you started, you said 04, 05.
In 06,
Why
in
do you
06, 07,
stop?
he had
Keep
20
going.
goals.
Why
Finish.
did you stop? Why did you stop?
Why
You see
did
what
you
agenda
stop?
does? You see
No,
what
I'm
bias
just
looks
trying to
like?
explain.
He
You're
said,
all
no,
making me
that's
seem like
called
jokes.
bias. Your bias is literally showing as your, because you said 05, 06, and then you stopped. You didn't say
Wait,
06,
no.
07.
What-
Why?
bro, what I'm
Because
saying
the
is-
stand was
wait,
against your argument.
Wait, man, I want to ask you a question. If you have a striker who plays 36 games and scores you 11 goals, would you rate him?
Yes.
Hey, mom, but Henry's
It's context.
ignoring
Look,
everything I said.
Everything is about context, right?
Bro.
It's about hold on.
Come
It's
on,
about
come
context.
on, bro.
Wait,
Come
listen
on.
to what I'm Henry.
Wait,
A striker,
I'm not-
wait. Well, Hassan, one second. A striker doesn't play football by himself. If the whole team is not performing, he's not gonna score. Rashford scored less than 10 goals just last season. The season before, not this season. The season before, and that season he scored like the most goals he's ever scored in his career. So up and downs happen, and it's about the team performance. So if the team is not performing, he's not gonna produce. If the whole team is performing, he'll produce. That's how it works.
And
You see
but
what
I
I'm
was about to
saying?
tell you this, mom. I'm about to end all like the whole argument. Those numbers he named, that's when Chelsea wanted this guy out of the team. Like we did not want that guy to be playing. But if he was on the name appearances, right? A lot of those appearances were subs. Right now, nowadays, like I learned this like when a while ago. When you're doing appearances are all false news because you happen to the coach puts you in at the 89th minute. That's one appearance.
It's an appearance.
But count the minutes he played and do the goal average. Then you're gonna be like, oh, okay.
Bro,
that makes sense, man.
literally here. He played, look at in 09, 010, he played 32 games and he had 29 goals. In 010,
wait, hold on. How many goals?
He played 32 games and scored 29 goals.
And you're
That was
calling
at
this man
09.
overrated, bro? This guy's actually you've lost your mind,
You see
bro.
why I said you start mentioned? You see why I said
No, but you cannot call. How many players do that? How many strikers do that in a season?
You cannot.
How many?
And also, listen.
Bro, also,
Drogba don't take pens.
Then you overrated.
Drogba did not take most of our pen. It was Lampard.
Bro, if you have a player
Yep.
who is not consistent back-to-back seasons, you cannot call him world class.
A player that won 4 Premier Leagues, listen, a main striker that won 4 Premier Leagues can never be overrated. Not in any football books, bro. I'm so sorry.
Can never be overrated.
Can
Bro,
never, ever.
The first African man to score a goal against Brazil in a World Cup, bro.
Nah, man.
Okay,
Don't give
Henry,
me that, man. I don't even want to hear that, man. Nah,
Henry.
That's just fallacy right now. We're talking
fallacy?
about Premier League.
Henry,
Bro, if you
hold
go
on.
from 29 goals to 11 goals
Henry,
as a striker, then that's a problem.
Okay, calm down. Let me just tell you this.
Okay.
Do you know why I'm saying he's not overrated? If
Why?
you only did it in a Chelsea team, then I would say yes, maybe. But he also did it in African Cup of Nations. So what is the
Henry,
wait,
Henry.
hold on. It's 2011, 2012, highest goal scorer African Cup of Nations. So what is the logic there? How did he score? How did he become the highest goal scorer in the African Cup of Nations? African Cup of
Nations. How many goals did he score in African?
No, that's not my question. He's the highest.
Are you gonna answer me that?
I don't know how many. Yeah, of course I can check that, but I'm just saying.
Wait, he scored 65 goals for Ivory Coast.
Check that and answer that.
Hey, mom. This man Drogba, African Cup of Nations Team of the Tournament, 2006, 2008, 2012. African Football of the Year, 2006, 2009. BBC African Football of the Year, 2009. BBC Goal of the Month. But he's just so many awards by himself, bro. ESM Team of the Year, 2010. Like FA Cup, FIFA Pro World XI, he was on it. Like Golden Foot, he was on it. But this man won so many awards by himself.
Harry, do you know the definition of overrated?
Bro, the definition of overrated. Wait, the definition of overrated is when you rate someone higher than his abilities. That's what I'm saying.
He's in the Hall of Fame for the Premier League.
But nobody's telling you Drogba is the greatest striker.
Nobody's saying that.
No, he's not.
You were not saying that. But see, my point is
Drogba is a certified legend of the game. However you like it, if you like it or not, Drogba is a legend.
People put Drogba in the bracket where he's not supposed to be.
Wait, which bracket? Which bracket is this?
Which bracket is that? You create your own bracket.
Wait, okay, Kev, let me ask you a question.
Wait, which bracket?
Who Drogba?
Which bracket? I want to know which bracket.
The thing is, right, in most blogs are putting Drogba as number 5 in the top 5. Most blogs, if you check. That's the internet. That's just the general internet.
See, the reason why. Hold on. Sorry. Last thing. The reason why Drogba will jump into top 5, top 7 is the impact. Also, yes, for Premier League
and a Champions League.
And this is a little lesson, right? Before Jose Mourinho came to England, right? England were predominantly 4-4-2. Like it was just literally duos. Look at that Manchester United duos. Like they were literally 4-4-2 because one striker couldn't do 2 jobs. But once Jose Mourinho came and dropped that 4-3-3, literally, when did you think target man started to happen in England? Ever since Didier Drogba, you know how many target men have happened in England, but no target man has ever been like Didier Drogba. He's gonna score, he's gonna pass, and he's literally him by himself can just face the back line, give him his back, and then everything's gonna flow through him.
Bro, listen, to add to your point, I just want to say Drogba was a bully, bro. Yeah. Like Henry, you didn't watch Drogba proper. Like when I tell you, if you watch Drogba, yeah, like bro, defenders were scared of this man, bro. And then he would turn.
And then you see, you know where this is going. You know where this is going, guys. You know where this is going because of Rooney's body type. One day, a kid is gonna look at you and tell you Rooney is overrated.
Yep.
Right now,
because of his body type, somebody's gonna look at you one day and tell you Rooney is overrated.
Let's do this, right? Explain to us why you think like what is Drogba missing that you feel like he's not in the competition of these greats. You know, explain that, and also who do you think like give me 5 players that you think 5 Premier League strikers that you think Drogba does better than Drogba, and why is Drogba not in that list?
When I talk about Drogba, he lacked. Drogba is an olden day type of striker. Like when I mean olden day, he was more like a target man, link-up player. No, he didn't have like the footwork that Suarez, Carlos Tevez, Rooney.
Question for you, right? Question. Okay, I want to interrupt you. Go ahead, Henry.
So I'm judging Drogba.
Okay, let me ask you this question, Henry. Is Haaland a top striker? Is Haaland overrated? Question, just a question. Is Haaland overrated? Yes or no?
Is Haaland overrated?
Yes.
Why would Haaland?
No, it's a question. I'm asking you a question. No, it's a question though.
Okay, let me ask you. Did Drogba score 62 goals?
No. Answer the question. Answer the question. He's not over. Because you know what? Okay, so Haaland's not overrated. Haaland, everything you just mentioned about Drogba is what Haaland has. He doesn't have the footwork. Wait. Haaland doesn't have any footwork. Haaland is not a link-up player. Haaland is a pure goal scorer.
Harry,
but Haaland's a worse link-up player than Drogba.
You said this last season. You said the same thing he just said last season about Haaland. So don't change your mouth now.
Yeah.
You said it in the group chat.
Wait. See, I said I don't rate Haaland. I literally said.
So you just said, but you answered my question with a yes.
Listen,
you said no, he's not overrated.
I might misquote you, but the reason why you don't rate him because you go 90 minutes, you don't see him, and then boom, 3 goals. Right?
That's right.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's
right there.
That's his job. His job is to score goals. Listen, nobody cares about a striker. Listen, nobody cares about footwork if you score goals.
Are you comparing a player who had 62 goals to someone who had?
Hold on. Before Alan minus Henry, tell me another striker in the Premier League that had that much goals. Anyone?
Dimitri Berbatov.
Bro, Luis Suarez.
Apart from this day and age, defenders don't defend no more.
No, but Berbatov they were defending though. Berbatov they were defending. Berbatov they were defending. I don't like hypotheses. We cannot be working on.
What are you talking about hypothesis? We watched the whole season of Haaland.
You cannot tell me if.
Henry, this is ultimately right. What matters is what you mark a player by. You mark a goalkeeper by saves and clean sheets.
Yeah.
No matter if the goalkeeper can use his legs, if the goalkeeper can do kick, like what they say. If you mark the goalkeeper by what? Clean sheets, and at the end of the day, right?
And also listen to this.
So for a striker, right? No coach cares about dribbling if you are putting in more goals. Okay, and let me ask you something. If you're making a team, right? You're making a team.
Milito, why does Milito play football?
Well, let me ask you a question. Yeah, and if you're making up a team, right? I give you 2 strikers. I said this striker is gonna guarantee you 30 goals. This striker will guarantee you 15 goals maybe five assists, but he has nice play. He can play ball nice. Who you gonna pick?
That's what I'm saying. It depends on your style of
I'm
play.
asking you. I'm asking you. What would you do? You're a coach. Put
If
yourself.
I'm a coach,
Yeah.
if I'm a coach, I am not picking a striker who's gonna give me 30 goals with 0 football.
You're a madman. You're an actual madman.
No. Listen.
Nah, this is not about even. This is not even about preference. This is just madness.
Right, but Henry, let me tell you some. Wait.
This guy's a madman.
Bro,
I guarantee 30 goals.
Henry, that's why
Aruna.
That's why Aruna is great. Aruna give you the skills, give you the goals, give you the movement, give you everything.
This is the issue. This is the issue. If I list my top 5, if you look at top 5 greatest strikers,
which you have to list that. Actually, give us the numbers.
If you list top 10 greatest strikers, right, you would see a pattern. These guys had that 5 to 6 year span where they were consistent.
Give us the names.
Wait, I didn't watch him, but I would call Alan Shearer.
Who? You didn't watch who?
I didn't watch Alan Shearer.
Okay.
I watched Alan Shearer. I remember Alan Shearer.
I would call Thierry Henry, right?
Who?
I would call Sergio Aguero.
Who? Thierry Henry.
Henry.
Okay.
I would call Sergio Aguero.
Okay.
I would call Rooney.
Okay.
Now this man, look at this man hasn't.
Wait, who's number 5?
Yeah, I was about to say this man hasn't retired, but I would put Kane there.
Nah, I'm not about to hold you, bro.
Nah.
I'm
not putting Kane in front of you. Henry.
No,
absolutely.
I think
Forget
Harry Kane.
I will never ever.
I think Harry Kane is a Premier League great.
No, Harry Kane will not. Harry Kane. It is an insult to football. Hold on.
So,
it's an insult to football.
Suarez there? Henry. No Suarez.
Guys. Hold on. Kev.
I got my top 5. Suarez isn't in my top 5.
Wait, hold on. Henry. This is an insult to football to put a striker that has won 0 Premier Leagues over somebody that's won 4 Premier Leagues. That's an insult to football.
Yeah, you can't put.
Have you seen why Sofascore mentioned?
It's not super score. You didn't watch this. We're telling you didn't watch Didier Drogba,
bro. I
bro.
literally watched Drogba.
You can't put Kane in a Drogba. You can
never in this life and in life after. You can never put Didier Drogba.
The only thing Kane is better than Drogba is
Kane. I don't care if look, Kane can score 2,000 goals if he wants. Henry, I don't care if Kane. Bro. Look, I don't. Hold on, Henry. Okay. I don't care if Kane scores 500 goals by end of his career. If he doesn't win 1 Premier League, it's meaningless. When you're comparing him with the greats that came, did it. Why are you playing soccer in the first place? You're playing to win,
ma'am. So you're
playing to win.
So, ma'am, can I ask you a question? So, if Kane wins the Premier League, would you put him ahead of Drogba?
No, still 1 Premier League is not enough for me to put Kane ahead of Drogba.
So I would. When you're rating Premier League strikers, you have to go with goals, trophy, impact, and stuff like that. Kane, I'm a Chelsea fan. I love the Drogba to death. In terms of player-wise, I think Kane is a better player than Drogba. 1. But if I was rating my Premier League strikers, I would put Drogba ahead of Kane for the sole reason is if your goals don't win trophy,
that's the point.
Yeah. Kane is a better player than Drogba.
That's not an argument. That's not
I take that. But if you're telling me Harry Kane is a better striker, better Premier League striker than Drogba, I will put Drogba achievement on the table. You bring Kane. Remember
Zero.
Messi. Messi can be the greatest, even though we Messi fans don't believe. I don't believe, bro. I don't buy that nonsense. But Messi can be the greatest if you have never won nothing for Argentina. Boom, boom, boom. We won 3 trophies, and now I feel like we're the greatest. You feel me? So Harry Kane, I feel like, bro, listen, you're 30 years old. You know Tottenham is not going to win trophy. You're not asking for move. You're not forcing it.
Yeah.
Bro,
you don't want it.
You don't want it. Alan Shearer is a Premier League great because, it was competing with United then. But he won the Premier League for Blackburn. Mm-hmm. That's why he's still there today and everybody respects him.
How good Blackburn was.
That's not the point though. The point is he didn't say.
Ma'am, so do you put Vardy ahead of Harry Kane then?
Hell, what?
No.
I don't do that.
So what's the point then?
No, but
Yeah,
Vardy
but
only
Drogba
won
got
one.
4.
That's what I told you.
But
He
Drogba
had
got
one.
4.
That's exactly
Okay,
my
can I
point.
ask you? Okay,
Vardy only won
just
one.
let me ask you a honest question. If you look at the years when Drogba won, the Premier Leagues, right?
Yeah.
He actually had good impact in probably only 2, based on his stats.
Okay.
Now I'm
even-
gonna say
okay,
something. I'm gonna say
Even
something.
that, even that is more than
If
enough for me.
If Drogba was in this present sports team, hypothesis, if Drogba was in this present sports team, does he win them a Premier League?
The
Listen,
Champions League, he wins it.
Wait.
Yeah,
I'll
the
say a
Champions League,
question.
he wins
Wait,
it.
I'll say a
wins them
question.
the
But let's go
Yeah.
back. Let's go back again. Let's go back again.
You don't know
said
Drogba.
You said the 4 Premier League Drogba won at Chelsea. He only has impact in 2.
He only had a
Bro, how
solid
old are you?
impact in 2.
That's what.
Henry, you good?
Listen, just let him have it. Just let him have that one.
Based on goals, he only had a solid impact in 2.
Look, Kev, even at that, I'll take that over having 0 Premier Leagues. That's what I'm trying to say. At the end of the day,
Henry, the next time you jump on a group chat, listen, let me tell you something. The next time you jump on a group chat and somebody bring your number, and somebody bring a stats and they're arguing against you and you call the person soccer player, soccer watcher, whatever, I'm going to call you out on this.
Bro,
okay.
You haven't answered my question yet.
Today is you guys just watch the game and just go to whoscored.com and bring stat. Today now you bring in the same thing you complaining about, using it for your own argument.
Let me make you understand.
We're using the eye test.
I'm gonna cut this short. This is why I am hierarchy, right? When you bring 2 players to me, right? When you bring 2 players who are not on the same level, I can never use stats.
What?
If you bring Bruno Fernandes, and Kaka, I can never compare them based on stats because they are not even on the same level. Now, if you bring Drogba and Harry Kane, who are practically on the same level, I bring the stats.
I'm even satisfied that you said they're on the same level.
Yeah.
Knowing you, I will take that. Don't worry.
Oh my God.
I will take that.
2 players on the same level. You bring in stats.
But
2 players
let me ask you,
let
me ask you this, right?
Yeah.
Who's a better clutch player, Didier Drogba or Harry Kane?
That's a very, very good question. When I started this podcast, I told you the myth about Drogba being a clutch player needs to be studied.
You want me to tell you? You want me to start? Bro, you want me to start naming the finals? You want me to start naming the finals? You want me to name the finals?
Kev, before you go, right? So answer the question, high IQ. Didier Drogba or high IQ? Who's more of a clutch player?
Bro, we actually underrate how clutch Harry Kane is.
So give me an answer.
That's a very tough.
It's not a tough one, Henry.
Give me one Harry Kane clutch moment. Give me one Harry Kane clutch moment.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna go for Drogba because of Chelsea versus Bayern match.
One match. Do you know how many goal scoring game winning